Motorcycle in the sky with diamonds.
That old Beatles song.
Mm-hmm. The classic karaoke hit.
Motorcycle in the sky with diamonds. With that yellow Lucy.
Yeah.
Well, hello there and welcome back.
I'm Grace.
I'm Mamrie, and this might get real.
We are great at everything.
Yeah.
And especially at giving advice and helping others.
We never really follow through to see if that advice works.
No.
But we like to dish it out.
Yeah, we just come in, drop it off, and then leave.
But we are not licensed therapists, believe it or not.
I mean, I feel like they should send us like a license at some point, just by association.
I want an honorary doctorate so much.
I want you to be happy.
Just like a therapist would.
Yep.
No, because a Dr. Mamrie sounds cool, but I'm never going to that much school. I did not mean to rhyme it, but then when it started to happen, I did it for the groans.
Okay, but here's some interesting therapist-related facts.
Lay it on me.
Okay.
Yeah, fun facts.
Get this, it's not really a therapist's job to give you advice. The real job of therapy is to get to know yourself better and change the way you're thinking, the way you're behaving, or the way you're understanding the world.
No, give me advice.
Tell me what to do and exactly how to do it.
Seriously.
And if it doesn't work out for me, I need someone to blame.
Your fault! Here's a fun fact I like about therapy.
Okay.
Therapy?
Your therapist won't acknowledge you in public unless you do it first. See, but now that I have that information, I would go to therapy, try to see them in public, and act like crazy just to see if they'd intercept.
Yeah. Whoa.
Whoa!
Oh, that's like...
You got therapunked.
Okay, here's one. Therapists do not Google you. It's an overstepping of bounds and almost a breach of the confidentiality in some ways to Google a client without their permission.
Question.
Picking a therapist, is it like jury duty? Like if you already know about the case, you can't be on a jury. If a therapist already knows who you are, they can't be your therapist?
I don't know. I stopped seeing a therapist because I was just lying to her.
That explains a lot. We tweeted asking for some cues for us to A, so let's get into it.
Let's go through your cues. Chompy chomp chomp.
Yeah.
This is literally a good old-fashioned Q&A.
Yeah.
The first one is, Malachi, Mr. Gold Game, says, I have this problem where I spend more money than I have in my bank account on food. I guess what my question is, how do I get more money for food? Hashtag food is life.
Okay, yeah, that's definitely the way to be thinking about it is how do you get more money for food instead of how do I...
Spend less money on food.
Yeah, or come up with creative ways to budget myself.
See, as a person who literally lives their life for delicious dinners. In the morning, I wake up and I go, God, I can't wait for a delicious dinner.
Yep.
And when that's finished, I'm like, what will my next one be?
Yep.
Don't know how you get more money, but I don't think you should hate on yourself for loving food so much because there are a lot worse habits to have.
Yeah, so
Food for thought. Work in a restaurant, you get free food. That was actual advice.
that's great. Nessa W wants to know advice on going on holiday whilst on a budget. Love you, Grace and Mamrie. Hey, thanks, girl, for
Appreciate
that. If you know where you're going and that's already set in place, look up like the best happy hours in the neighborhood. Look up the best like cheap eats kind of thing.
One more ultimate hack. If you're going on like a girls' weekend or something with your friends, go to any party supply store, spend $10 on tiaras and veils, and people think you're a bachelorette party and you won't pay for a drink all night. I once went out in Atlanta with a $3 veil and I didn't pay for one drink. I got put in a cage in the middle of a bar and just got fed shots. Carol Chewbacca says, how do I fix my sleep schedule?
Girl, if I knew.
Yeah, this one,
I've been awake for like 8 days straight.
treat system.
Yeah.
100% a treat system. I'll be like, if I go to bed early, I get this delicious hot cocoa. Or I'll be like, if I get up early and like go work out, then I get a martini at the strike of 5.
I'm learning that when you like things, if you can put the word delicious before them.
I do.
Because you've been saying delicious dinner, a delicious snack, delicious martini.
I'm
all
telling
of
you,
it.
me and what's his face, previous question,
Yeah.
need to hang out because I'm all about that food. All right, next tweet we've got or just Chase. And
I was like, are you okay? I didn't realize that was the Twitter name.
Sammy Grace says, how do I ask for a raise?
I suggest the first thing that comes to mind, viral YouTube video. Like a wedding proposal.
So then
but
your
like,
boss will feel pressure
Yeah.
to give you what you want.
Social pressure.
Also,
People,
make sure you're doing your job well. That's That was real advice.
Yeah, but except no one asked for a raise on this set. We have a very limited budget.
Very razor thin.
Yeah. This is my life as Kylie says, I was just rejected from one of the 5 grad school programs I applied to. How do I deal with that and possibly other rejections and my plans not panning out?
Sometimes rejection is the best thing that can happen to you in retrospect.
Yes.
Or here's a great example.
Yeah.
When I was visiting LA, before I moved here, I was visiting Grace, and I wanted this dog, Wispy.
Oh, right, yes.
I wanted to adopt this dog, and I was rejected. And if I'd been accepted,
This thing.
I would never have this angel in my life.
See? So change your perspective on the rejection. See it as a positive.
Yeah, sometimes it's the universe telling you you don't need it. Morgan Baker says, advice on still looking cute when you're running late or you just don't want to get out of bed. That's easy. Go watch our previous video about go bags on This Might Get.
This might get urgent.
This might get urgent.
Yeah, there's a lot of advice peppered throughout that episode that should help cover that question. Let's see what else we got. Caleb Blackwell says, how do y'all deal with the awkward thing of taking coworkers or acquaintances to the next step? Becoming friends with people as an adult is 100 times harder than in school, and I always feel creepy about it. This is a good question.
The thing is no one knows how to make friends as an adult. It is harder
Yeah.
because before it'd be like, let's hang out at this after school, or
Yeah.
let's hang out at this hotspot where everyone's going. When you're a friend, you're like, do you come to my house?
I think just asking to hang out or going to happy hours, seeing like what sort of social things are happening in work already.
Yeah, and also be sure to not use the phrase, do you want to take this to the next level?
Yeah, that's gonna get some miscommunication started.
Wanna hang? Sup.
I mean, don't do that either.
Yeah,
but-
sorry. Amanda Suyo says, how do I convince my parents my major, English, is good for what I want to be, lawyer? First of all,
Is
Amanda,
English your first language?
let's use some punctuation, shall we? Good luck out there.
Next question.
Ava Superman says, totally hypothetical question, but what do I do if you throw up in the middle of an airport?
If you throw up in the middle
You
of an
stop
airport?
tweeting to @thismightget and go get someone to clean up the airport.
Cassandra Zink
Oh.
wants to know how to disguise a bad fart when in a public place. 1, get a tiny dog that you carry around all the time. Or you can just claim ownership of it, because everyone farts.
It has to be one or the other. Complete, like, woof at someone else,
Yeah.
or like, yeah, you like that, huh? You know, because you can't be middle of the road. You can't be like, I farted.
Okay, that is all the cues we will be A-ing today. You guys are welcome, because I know you're really thankful about how great the advice was that you just received for free.
We just changed your life, and when we see you in public, we will call you out. We will not therapist it.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I was just like, what? Seeing them in public? Right, I forget that they're humans. Yep. Chomp!
Grace, who do we have a gratitude problem with today?
Today it comes from Jay Grum on Twitter. He sent us an adorable video of his dog, Louie. Check it out.
Louie, if you like Grace and Mamrie's new show, This Might Get, lay down. Oh, good boy. He has good taste.
I'm obsessed.
I love it. Thank you, Jay Grum. And make sure if you want to be featured on an upcoming Gratitude Problem segment, tag us on social media, #ThisMightGet, and you might get featured in an upcoming segment.
And in the meantime, subscribe to our channel. We are here with you every Monday through Friday doing silly things and apparently doling out just amazing advice. We will
Solid gold.
send you the invoice.
Yeah, like Louie, I'm going to lay down.
You need some sleep, girl.
Mhm.